Hey guys, BlazeThrough Gaming here, and I wanted to talk a little bit about if the Warmind DLC can save Destiny 2. Currently, Destiny 2 is not in a good state and is running on life support, with a large amount of its player base giving up or leaving Destiny 2 completely. If Bungie don't make the necessary changes and improvements shortly, we may not have a Destiny universe for much longer. I'm not wanting to sound negative or rant about the game or Bungie, because Bungie do an amazing job at what they have accomplished over the years and are still doing an amazing job to try and get themselves out of where they are. I'm still an active player when I have the time. I've been playing Destiny since 2014 when D1 was first released. Recently, Bungie invited players, streamers, and YouTubers out to their office in Seattle to discuss what changes needed to happen to improve Destiny 2 and bring a large amount of its player base back to the game. As I am a really small YouTube channel and not on the map, I didn't take part in the community summit, which happened at the start of April. So everything I'm going to talk about in this video comes from what I have managed to piece together myself from reading articles and watching other YouTube videos of people that did attend the community summit. The feedback I have heard and read about regarding the community summit has been highly positive for the future of Destiny 2, but a large amount of discussions about the changes that need to be implemented will not be seen until expansion 3 in September, as Bungie won't have the time to implement these changes into the Warmind DLC before its release on the 8th of May. But with that said, Warmind looks to bring a lot more to the table than Curse of Osiris ever did. I believe that Bungie started work on Warmind around the same time or just a bit after Curse of Osiris, so already Warmind has the upper hand there. But if I am wrong, please let me know, because I'm not sure when Bungie started development on the Warmind DLC, if it was before or after the Curse of Osiris was released. Bungie received a large amount of backlash for Curse of Osiris, which in my opinion also didn't bring anything to the end game. As a result of all the backlash, Escalation Protocol was born to provide Destiny 2 with a much needed endgame activity, very similar to Court of Oryx and Archon's Forge from D1. Escalation Protocol is a new PvE endgame activity that looks pretty awesome and will provide a much harder challenge to most players. I do plan on releasing a video going over Escalation Protocol and how Escalation Protocol is going to work, so keep an eye out for that in the next couple of days. Bungie showed off Escalation Protocol at the Community Summit to get much needed feedback on what they had created in a very short amount of time, as Bungie only started development on Escalation Protocol back in January, to make sure that Bungie had something players would enjoy and keep playing over time. I know that Bungie got some hard feedback and notes from the Community Summit on how to make Escalation Protocol better, as I believe the first draft was not overly great. The next day, Bungie showed the Community Summit that they had been listening to the feedback and that they had made the necessary changes, which was given the day before. As a result of Bungie listening to the Community Summit, they made Escalation Protocol much better. From what I have seen of Escalation Protocol, I personally think it will be well received by most of the player base and will hopefully play a big part in keeping Destiny 2 alive for a bit longer until we get expansion 3 in September. Going back to the Community Summit regarding the Escalation Protocol, where Bungie was listening to what everyone had to say about it on the Thursday and then going away overnight to implement them changes that were said, and then obviously giving that to them at the summit to say, hey, look, this is what we've done, this is what we've improved, we've taken on board your notes, we've taken on board everything that you guys have said. Is this better? And the people have gone, do you know what? That's awesome. From what I've seen, what I've heard, that is. People have gone around and gone, that's awesome. You've listened to what we've said and you've put it in there. Brilliant. So, hey, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what that's going to do. So, it's not just Escalation Protocol that we'll be getting in the Warmind DLC and Season 3. We'll be getting our hands on all new campaign story missions, changes to player progression, changes to weapons, new Crucible ranking, all new gear, and new endgame activities, just to name a few. So the questions I hear a lot from my friends regarding the upcoming Warmind DLC is, do I believe that Warmind will fix the game and bring people back? I have a two-part answer to this question. First answer, I believe Warmind will give some, but not all players a reason to jump back into the world of Destiny. Warmind will bring a lot more to the game than Curse of Osiris ever did. I believe that Warmind will bring back players to see what it can offer, but with that said, I do believe that some players will return and stick with the game until such time Bungie reveals what is coming in expansion 3. Then we may see a small increase of players returning to the game before the next expansion. My second answer is no. I don't believe Warmind will fix the current game as a whole, because there's a lot to be fixed and changed. But I do feel that it will change the game enough to bring some of its players back. A large amount of the players, I think the fixes and changes that are required are not planned to arrive until expansion 3 in September. But with all that said, I would advise players that have or are giving up on Destiny 2 to wait a little bit longer. Just enjoy the new Warmind DLC for what it is and make your final decision once expansion 3 details have been revealed. We should be getting more news around expansion 3 in June, as I do think Bungie will be showing off something at E3 this year in June. So guys, that's kind of everything what I think. Personally, Warmind is not going to fix the game. By far, it's going to make the game a little bit better, but all the fixes and stuff that we need to change in the game is going to come at a later date. I think the game needs to kind of have people just fight in there a little bit longer and just stick with it, because the guys and girls at Bungie are very talented people. I do believe that they're doing the best that they can. And, you know, at the end of the day, they keep telling us they're also players of this game. So they want this game to succeed just as much as we do as a community. So guys, that is all I'm really going to talk about in this video. I wanted to keep it short. I wanted to just talk about, do I think it's going to save the game? The answer is no. I don't. I do think it's going to be enjoyable and it's going to be a laugh. It's going to bring us something new and it's going to expand on what we already got. And that's the best way we can look at it for now. You know, we've got to keep that positive attitude on it. I don't want to rant at Bungie about it's just not worth it. But I would love to hear from you on what you think will save Destiny 2 and also what you would love to see in expansion 3 that you feel that would save Destiny 2. If you want to stay up to date on all things Destiny, then hit that subscribe button. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up. That would be much appreciated. But guys, until next time, I have been BlazeThrough Gaming, so bye for now.